guys, it's Alessandra, and today I wanted to talk to you about using paid promotions on Instagram to grow your account and gain followers, and if doing so is actually worth the money. Now, I make a ton of videos on how you can grow an Instagram account. I'll have them all linked in the description below, and I actually started growing my Instagram account solely because I wanted to make a video on how many followers can I gain a week, and since then I've gained over 13,000 followers just from using all the techniques that I teach you guys about. So if you want to learn about those free ways to grow, then go ahead and click the links in the description below. The link to my entire playlist will be down there of Instagram growth videos. But if you want to learn how to gain followers super fast, then I want to talk to you guys about paid promotions. Now, we've all heard of Facebook advertising in order to grow your Instagram account. I also have a video on that, surprise. I will link that down below as well. When I would do story promotions on Instagram, I would pay about $5 and usually gain around 200 followers, which is super good. So recently I decided that I wanted to put that to the test and kind of see how many followers I could gain from doing a paid promotion to a bigger account and compare that to the results that I get through Facebook advertising. So I tested this out doing 3 promotions on one account that was specific to my niche. This is the account right here. They're called Everything Bikini. They are a college bikini model kind of niche Instagram page, which is what I do. I'm a bikini model. I'm in college. Like, that's essentially what my Instagram is. But obviously there are big accounts for every single niche out there, which is why I think that this video will be really helpful to you guys because it is not specific to one certain niche account. You can always find a big account that reposts your style of content. If you have like a meme page or a travel page or photography page, there are a ton of huge accounts. I will find a couple of them, throw them on the screen right here for you guys because I know it's really hard for you guys to sometimes find bigger accounts that you want to get reposted on. So here they are now. But just in general, usually you can look up a keyword. Like what I do is if I am going to try and find a bigger account to send in my pictures to get reposted on, because usually I just send in my pictures and then get reposted for free, I will look up, college or babes or bikini, things will come up. So if you're a travel account, look up, travel, explore, luxury, stuff like that. Get out of here. If you're a travel account, you can look up, travel, luxury, explore, all that kind of stuff. Photography, nature, portraits, whatever kind of photography you do. And then for funny accounts, memes, funny, words like that. I'll leave a comment below if you want some more help with that though. So essentially what inspired me to buy a promotion on my account was that one of the girls that I was talking to, who is also like a model page on Instagram, was like, yeah, I normally do paid promotions and they gave me a ton of followers. And I was like, I think that I definitely want to try that out and share the results with you guys. So essentially I contacted their page. I was like, hey, how much is a promotion? I ended up getting a permanent picture on their feed for $20, which is kind of a lot of money. So I was like, I really hope that this is, good results. And I was actually super pleased by them. So after my promotion went on, I gained about 500 to 800 new followers just from that promotion alone, which was absolutely astounding to me because that's a lot of followers. And the way that I was thinking was in the sense of, $5 on Facebook gains 200 followers. Theoretically, about $20 should gain 800 followers. So while I only gained 500 to 800-ish followers and I didn't exactly gain, 800 or more, I think that it was actually super beneficial because the great thing about doing paid promotions on Instagram pages that are specific to your niche is that you don't have to put the burden on yourself to target an audience. If you're doing a Facebook advertisement, then you have to figure out your audience and then target it and be able to target it so well that all the accounts that are following you are gonna be ones that will actually be active followers. But if you're getting reposted onto a page that's already specific to your niche, then you know that the followers of that page are the ones that are actually actively engaging with that content style, which is the content style that you will also post. And therefore, when people convert over from following them to following you through that post, you'll have a lot of active followers who are actually interested in your content. So obviously with Facebook advertising, it's good because you can also target the audience and you can find that audience that is specific to what you want to be following you or the kind of people that already do follow you. But when you're doing a paid promotion, like I said, the people are already there. You already know that the people that are following them are the audience that you want to target. So it just kind of takes a lot off of you in the sense of you don't have to try and find that specific audience, especially if you have to run 3 or 4 Facebook ads before you find the target audience that responds best to your ad. So in the sense of that, I think that it worked really well. But something that's really important that I want to talk to you guys about is making sure that you do not pay for promotion on an account that has bought all of their followers. Sometimes it can be hard for people to tell if an account is actually legit or if all of their followers are bought. So a lot of times, me being like a model niche Instagram, if you guys are also model niche Instagrams, you'll get DMs like this where people are like, hey, promo is this much money on all 6 of these accounts. Here's the amount of followers that we have in total. The thing is that if you click on a lot of those accounts, then you'll see, that they have, 500,000 followers and they're getting, 2,000, 4,000 likes on their pictures, but they don't get any comments or they get 1 or 2 comments. And a lot of the times, accounts that don't get comments on their posts are the ones that have bought their followers and they additionally buy their likes. Now the problem with these accounts is that sometimes you will still see results because the accounts actually buy bots in order to follow you so that you think that the promotion worked well, when in reality the accounts that are following you are not active followers. They're followers that are being bought for your account. These are not the kind of followers that you want to be gaining from a promotion. You never want to buy bot followers, especially if you're not a big account already, because if you have 1,000 followers and you buy 1,000 bot followers, then you'll still be getting the same amount of likes as you were when you had 1,000 followers, but this time you'll have 2,000 followers. Meaning that it won't really do anything in the sense of your engagement on your account. It'll just make you look like you have more followers, which is not good if you actually want to be growing your account. So the way that I always like to tell if an account is actually legit and they actually have all their followers is, first of all, are they posting often? Are they posting on their stories? Because a lot of times people will do, story shout out for shout out, which works really well also. So if you don't want to actually pay for a promotion on a bigger account, a lot of times you can say, hey, like, want to do story shout out for shout out. But that kind of only works if you don't necessarily have a lot of followers, but have a decent amount of followers. The main way, honestly, that you can tell is by looking at their followers compared to likes, compared to comments. Something that you want to keep in mind though is that even if an account has 1 million followers, they're not necessarily going to be getting 1 million likes. For example, an account like TFM Girls has 1.1 million followers and they usually get like 10 to 30,000 likes on their posts, but they're all really active followers. They get a ton of comments. Everyone that's liking the picture is actually a real person. They're not paying for likes, which is super good. This is the account that I bought promotions on. While they have a ton of followers, they're not getting that many likes on their pictures. Once again, they're getting, like 2 to 10,000 likes, which is still really good. Because if it's 10,000 real likes, then that means that you're essentially getting 10,000 people who like your content and who might want to actually check out your page and go over, see what kind of stuff you have, and then possibly follow you. So definitely check out, their likes and comments compared to their followers. Biggest thing. Make sure you don't just look at their likes though, because like I said with other accounts, they'll buy their likes and then not have any comments, which is super suspicious, because it's like if 2,000 people are liking your post and not even one commented, I don't think so. So comments are really the biggest thing. You can't necessarily trust asking them oh, do you buy your likes? Because everyone will say no. I literally just had something on my Instagram story the other day where I asked an account if they bought their likes and they're like, no, of course not. And then they blocked me and I was like, so you do. You can also ask other pages that have been reposted onto that account if, they had good results when they bought a repost. So say for example, you're a travel account, go to a travel account page. You see, for example, they did a shout out for someone on the story. Click on the person's name that they shouted out. Say, hey, I'm thinking about buying a promotion with this account. I saw that they had shouted you out. Did you get good results from it? Because other accounts are obviously really credible, if someone were to ask me, hey, I saw that you were on this account, how much did you pay for it? Did it get good results? I would be like, yeah, here's what happened. So for the most part, you can always trust the accounts that are actually being reposted rather than the account that's actually reposting the pictures. Because a lot of times the account that's reposting the pictures actually doesn't care about the content, they just want the money, so they're gonna tell you whatever you wanna hear. I also wanna make it a point to tell you guys that if you hit up an account and they're like, yeah, here's how much a repost is, you can almost always bargain the price to be lower, because remember that someone reposting your picture onto the Instagram account isn't actually paying anything because they own that account. So the money that they're making is completely an income. They're not using any of that money in order to make the promotion possible. So say for example, an account says, yeah, it's $40 for a repost. You could say, would you be willing to do 20? I wanna get back to talking about the fact that I got 3 reposts onto this account because I wanna let you guys know if it's worth it to get multiple reposts onto one page. And to be completely honest, each time that I got the repost, I gained less followers. Now this is obviously because the followers are pretty similar in the sense that even if the account's growing, if they have 300,000 followers and then they gain 2,000 new ones, it's not like they doubled the amount of followers that they have. A lot of them are already gonna be following you if they had seen the last post and wanted to follow you. And if they didn't wanna follow you, it's not like they're gonna wanna follow you this time. So while the first time I gained about 500 to 800 followers, the second time I only gained 200 to 400, and then the third time I gained 200. So I would recommend, if you're just gonna buy from one account, really making sure that you can space out those posts, or buying from multiple different accounts, which is obviously a really good idea. But with pricing and stuff, a lot of the times if you're buying from one account, they'll let you have another repost for less money because they know that you're, a good customer. So in summary, I do think that paying for your photo to be reposted onto a bigger account is worth it if you're finding good accounts. If you're finding an account that actually has active followers that will go from following them to following you once you're posted. Obviously, it'll take a couple extra minutes for you to make sure that the account is legit. And they have real followers, a lot of likes, a lot of comments and stuff, but it's definitely worth it if you're gonna be paying, $20 or $30 for a promotion on an account because you want to be getting your money's worth of, active followers. The absolute worst thing that I do not want to have happen, you guys, is you go and you buy a promotion and it's from an account that has purchased all of their followers and is purchasing all of their likes, because that would literally suck. There are two outcomes there. Either you don't gain any followers or you gain a lot of bot followers, which is just not good, because you don't want to be getting followers that aren't going to be engaging with your content. You want to get followers that are going to be liking your picture, going to be commenting on your pictures. That way you can, get your post on the Explore page and then gain more followers from it. Like I said earlier in this video though, if you don't really want to pay for promotions onto the account, I have a ton of other videos of things that I do every day that are free in order for me to gain followers. My last video was me seeing if I could gain 100 followers in one day, and we gained a ton more than that. We gained like 300 or something cool like that with just a couple minutes every here and there of doing stuff for Instagram. So definitely check out that video and my ones before this. Like I said, they'll all be linked in a playlist in the description below. And also remember that you can always DM me with questions that you guys have about, Instagram growth or growing your account, or leave them in the comments below. I would definitely recommend DMing me on Instagram over leaving it in the comments though, because I am almost always on Instagram and I'll be able to get back to you a lot faster than I would if you left a comment down below. So here's my Instagram. Also, hit me with that follow while you're there. With that being said, if this video helped you, make sure that you leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos about Instagram growth. I have a lot of new videos that I'm working on, such as how to gain true fans on Instagram and how much of a result using hashtags on your posts will give you. If you want to be the first to see those videos, make sure you turn on my post notifications down below. It's like a little bell, just click on it and you'll get notified whenever I post a new video. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching and I will see you guys next time.